Dark out today, so I feel like my office is very dark. It's cloudy. It's very good morning, bud. How are you? Did you want to come say hi already? Good morning, bud. You want to say good morning too? Already? Yeah, I think so. I know it's chilly out and it's like, oh, I have my heater on. I have my little space heater on. I know it's so weird. It feels I hate being cold, but also like it's nice to not be so stifling hot. As much as I hate being cold, when you're hot, you can only take off so many layers and then you're just hot. Still, Like you guys have seen the Burning Man pictures. You're as naked as you can be and you're still hot. At least with cold, we have our little heaters and all of our hoodies and our layers. Cuz there is a heat that you just can't beat, man. I know it's lovely. I'm very much loving this. I'm just hot. I'm just always slaying. Come here. You can come say good morning, bub. How are you today? And there's my good boy coming to say good morning. Such a sweet boy. That was me this morning. Getting up was rough. Like my alarm went off and it was still dark. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why is my alarm still going off? And both the dogs were laying on me. I was like, okay, we can lay for an extra 15 minutes, I guess. Just because you're the cutest thing in the whole world. Such a sweet boy. He's just the sweetest bean. You're just love incarnate, bud. I know. I know. Dude, watching Evil Dead was a blast, Bolvi. Last night was a good movie night, man. The night before, we watched the first Crow, the good one, and then this was like ages ago when we were creating the wheel. Whoever was there, we agreed that we would watch the new Crow together if we rolled the good one, the first one. And we did. And by that I mean we all blacked out for a couple hours. Wow, crazy. I have to say, like, as much as I want everyone to love everything and just be the happiest people in the world, there is a modicum of relief in watching the new Crow with everybody and realizing that it is shit. Because I watched it on my own and it was the worst thing I've ever seen. It's a joke. I just don't understand it. It was so bad. It had no direction. It had nothing. It's just crap. But I am so upset. Like, not obsessed, but like, The Crow is one of the best movies of all time. Like, it's legendary. The Crow. Like, The Crow. Oh my God, Bolt V. The first one, don't waste your time with any of the sequels. They've made a couple. I think there's like 4 sequels throughout the years. They're crap. The first one's the best one. It's just iconic. And I don't want to spoil it for anybody. If anybody plans on watching The Crow 2. But it's not fun. It's just terrible. Compression gloves. I've never heard of that before. Compression gloves. Oh, he's just snug. Okay. All right, bud. It's terrible. Bolvi, is anybody here planning on watching the new Crow and you're just like a diehard fan and you don't want it to be spoiled? Because I'll tell you the general gist of it. That really is the main part that just fucking infuriates me. So if you've watched the first Crow, it's Eric Draven and Shelley, his lover. Shelley gets murdered by some drug dealers, and the Crow comes back from the dead. Eric comes back from the dead to avenge his lover, and he goes after all of these murderers, all of these drug dealers. Right? That's the concept. And there's a couple sequels after that one where it's the same concept. It's like drug dealers bad, Crow comes back from the dead and wipes out drug dealers, right? No, it's terrible. It's so bad. I mean, and we watched it again the other night and everybody agreed with me, so I didn't feel so bad because I feel like I'm really biased. So in the new one, the new that's just titled The Crow, this new one that just came out this year or whatever, I don't know. The the main couple that's supposed to be Eric and Shelley, but it's Shelley and some other name or something. They bond over drugs and doing drugs together, and they fall in love in rehab. And then they escape rehab together to do more drugs. I don't know. It's just like, what? There's no real crows in it at all. They're 100% CGI'd, all of them. And the movie's 2 hours. And you don't, literally, the crow doesn't exist for the first hour 10. And then you get another 30 minutes where he's not the crow. And then you get a good 15 minutes where he gets a gun. And looks like Jack Sparrow, I guess. No, it's romanticizing addiction. And like, it's just what makes the crow, they just eliminated all of it. Like the whole, it's just gone. Good morning. I know, we blacked out. I know. I was saying, Knives, though, there is, like, as much as I don't want anyone to hate anything and have a bad time, there's some sort of relief in my soul that everybody else didn't like it either. Simply because I don't want to be that, like, pretentious, crazy person that's like, no, the original one's the best no matter how good you make the new one. I don't want to be that person. No, it's legitimately just a really bad movie. And it's 2 fucking hours of bad. Just bad. It's really bad. I know, and Trouble's there like, it's not that bad. And then we watched the first one, Trouble was like, just kidding. I haven't seen the original in 10 years. And then we watched the new one, Trouble's like, yeah, this is the worst. I know, it's so bad. 31 Days of Knives, BS, may have subtle, oh my god. Always read the small writing at the bottom. 31 Days of Knives bullshit may have subtle side effects. I read a headline for syrup blonde hair as syrup blood hair, and I clicked, wanting to see the luscious reddish brown hair coloring of my dreams, not just another shade of beige hair. We're all gonna be so fucked up after this month. I made my eye leak. That's beautiful. Bless you. It feels like a nightmare. That's what the new Crow movies feels like. It's horrible. And then last night we got 2 good movies. We got Kronos was the first one, which I had never seen. And if you've never seen Kronos, it's spelled Cronos, I believe. And it was Guillermo del Toro's first like debut film. And I'd never seen it. I felt kind of dirty, and it was really good. And then we got to watch, of course, Baby Bruce, which was amazing. That's, Kosh, that's exactly, oh my god, Kosh, you just nailed it on the fucking head. That's exactly what they did. I'm not kidding. There's a scene in the first hour where there's no crow whatsoever, and you're just having to watch this couple of children, like, flirt with each other. And Shelley comes from like a super rich household, so she's just a spoiled rich bitch living in like a mansion apartment in New York or something like that. And there's literally a scene where they're standing on a bridge together talking about how they should just jump off the bridge because all the young people in the city will idolize them and leave seas of white lilies in the water, cherishing their beautiful 3-month relationship. That's the scene. That's literally. It's the Sid and Nancy bullshit. That's literally what they're trying to do. I didn't even put it together till now. You literally nailed it on the head. And have you even seen it? Sounds like they were trying to, oh my god, a remake of Total Recall would have been better. It had nothing. Really, I'm the same, Knives. Like, I search for good parts in the movie because I appreciate all the work that goes into it, all the writing, etc. It's an art form, but it was horrid. It was just bad. It was just really bad. I saw the trailer for the new Crow and noticed I had no desire whatsoever to watch it. Glad I'm able to say this was a good decision. Thanks, everyone. 100%. Like, even if you're like me and you're like, I gotta watch it to talk shit. No, you don't. Don't waste 2 hours of your life. You won't get it back. It's not worth it. Ansel, thank you so much for subbing the class, keeping the class alive and giving us that prime. Don't forget your prime subs. Every time you do, a $5 bill gets shoved up the G-string of Jeff Bezos, and he does nothing for society. Thank you. I appreciate you. That's a G-string with a bunch of dollars on it, by the way. Thank you, love. Yeah, we don't acknowledge that one. Wasn't that, what's the name of the guy that's in it, the Irish actor? Going from 4 minutes of a relationship in the original and 90 minutes of Crow. And that was, like, I think it was Might who was saying it, like, the new Crow movie was a huge case in point of telling instead of showing. It was so annoying. I'm trying to think, it really reminded me of a movie, and I cannot think of the movie, but basically, like, when the guy who becomes the Crow dies, he wakes up in this, like, train stop where there's a man who apparently has to explain to him that he's undead and he's the Crow and he has the powers and whatever. So every time, like, he has to, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. And the way that he, like, travels between these two ethereal planes is water, because obviously that's what crows do. Swim. It's just, what is a movie like that where it's like, they have this guy who has no powers or anything, but knows everything and has to teach them about it. Oh, was it worse than Madam Web? Wow, Knives. How could you? That's a really good question. I would say yes, because at a certain point, Madam Web became a comedy to me and was super funny. Like, I was laughing tears at certain points of Madam Web. There's nothing in the new Crow that got me to smile or giggle or do anything. Like, we didn't even get any titties, for fuck's sake. Like, there was nothing. Good morning, Celestial. How are you? Oh, cheers. I left my bong in the fridge again. Because, yes, we leave our bong in the fridge. 0. Yeah, we even got a sex scene and there were 0 titties. There was nothing. No, it was a waste of time. It's just, but again, I'm glad everybody saw it, so I never want to sound like that pretentious person that's just like, the original's always going to be better no matter what, because there are good sequels out there. That's just case in point. They're out there. It's just not this one. They've never done a good sequel of The Crow, and I don't understand why they keep trying. Like, how many are there? I think there's actually if not 4, there's 3, I think. And they're just bad. Nowadays, sex is worse than gore in movies. Isn't that weird? It is. I mean, you can go on YouTube and search a beheading. Don't. But you can't see titties. It's very odd. Dude, what a perfect whore hole in my bowl from last night. It goes all the way through. Huh. With the remake, there are 4. Okay, that's what I thought. Because I'd seen them. I mean, I saw the sequels that came out like in the 2000s, 90s, whatever. I saw them. They were terrible. I don't know. They're not as bad as this one, though. This one's just sad. Colin Farrell, thank you, Bolt. That's who it is, yeah. Wait, I'm being a pedantic fuck. Just ignore me. I'm hungry and annoyed. Why don't you eat something? I didn't even eat something. Eat something, please. I think the sequels were direct video. Oh, that 100%. Did The Crow go to theaters? I wasn't. What year did The Crow come out? I was like a baby. I don't even know. I'm not that old. Fucking, unfortunately. Happy Halloween. You're back at work. How is it? Is it terrible? Oh, it was 94? Okay, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that long. I thought it was 80s. Where's my lighter? We need to cheers. Sinimos. Cheers. It did go to theaters. Okay, I was 6. Yeah. Oh God, Cocky, I'm so sorry. I actually saw, I don't know. I follow this lady on Instagram who just like explains, I don't know, it's really bizarre and it's going to sound really weird when I tell you this, but she like explains different aspects of being an Orthodox Jew, but she's super normal and vaccinates her kids and shit, so she's very funny and interesting. But she posted one recently and she was like, "My toxic trait is thinking that I can clean out a blowout diaper with one wet wipe." And I laughed a lot at that because I have a lot of nieces and that's not real. Crow had the whole Heath Ledger kind of aura with the Brandon incident. Lesser actor, more spectacular event. Yes. Like, it's so tragic. Just a horrible accident. Isn't there like 7 Scorpion King movies? Honestly, I saw one and was like, no, thank you. And you know me and The Rock. I'm a fan. I got a lot of Rock merchandise from like when he was in like WWF or whatever when I was a kid. Those movies were just. And I love the Mummy movies. I own them on DVD. Oh my God. There's a new Bollywood song dropping tomorrow. That's something. Thank you for reminding me, David. I don't know why. You probably knew song by Ren. But yeah, new, remind me tomorrow because we can't watch literally. It's demo week. For those that haven't been by this week at all, I'm stuck to games. Not stuck. I love games. But like I can't watch shit all week because it's demo week. So Zach is in downloading hell, which means I can't literally get anything but Spotify to load. But I'm calling Faded Friday tomorrow, and he can eat my ass. I will unplug his router. Vissy got me this. It's my favorite. I feel like I'm down to 2 mugs that hold enough coffee. Vissy got me this a couple years ago now, I think, actually. It's one of my favorites, and it's big enough to hold all the coffee and keep my hands warm. What up, BDO? How are you? Dude, seriously, I want to listen to it tomorrow. Even if I wanted to try it, I can't. I have nothing. Hobbs and Shaw is my favorite rock movie. Him and Jason Statham, they are funny. I really liked Jumanji. Like, as much as The Rock and Kevin Hart, they are The Rock and Kevin Hart. They're the same person in every movie ever. We recognize that. They work so well off each other, though. They're so fucking funny. And Jack Black pretending to be a girl. Oh, my God. I like the new Jumanji movies. I thought they were really well done. That's I think a good example of like a decent sequel. It's never going to be the original. Like you can't do anything about not having Robin Williams anymore, but it was decent. I liked them. I enjoyed. They're funny. They're fun. And it's cute. Yeah, but it's so hard to find like cute mugs that are big. Fun mugs that say fun shit. Like I have a mug that says cunt, but the like this is the C, so it says CUNT, but it's one of those tiny mugs that barely holds like 8 ounces of coffee. I'd have to take a break every 15 minutes. Are you kidding me? I need my coffee. Rock is going back to WWE, really? You know, after the whole shit with McMahon, and no pun intended, him shitting on people's chests and fucking them and whatnot, I'm not that I'm shocked the Wrestling Federation has survived. Thoroughly shocked. With all of the shit that has gone down and all of the sexual assault over the years and all of the different wrestlers that bought into it, I'm beyond shocked that shit has survived. That's wild. Coffee, nectar of life, true. I gotta start my day with it. He's not going back full-time, no fucking way. He's too old. I mean, I'm not saying he's old, but like, you guys know, we've talked about Batista. Batista has straight up said he's gonna stop acting and stuff because he realizes his value as an actor, unfortunately, is in the size of his body, but because of his age, it's literally destroying his body. Like, weight on your joints does not matter if it's muscle or if it's fat. That weight on your joints is going to take a toll at a certain point, and he's so fucking stacked, it's actually hurting his body. Harold, shut the fuck up, you graduate? Shut up. Permanent head damage? Are you actually... really? Do we want to talk about it? I devoured that entire bowl of custard. Of course you did. Of course you did. As is appropriate. John Cena retiring as well for the same reasons. And I really hope that John Cena and Batista continue acting because I don't think their value's just in their body size. Those two guys are funny as fuck. Like, they have good... I don't know what the... like... They have a good sense of humor. They're funny. I think they're good actors. Like I think they get shoehorned into certain roles the same way a really pretty girl would, who's actually a really good actor. Like I'd say Christina Applegate's a really good example of that. She's fucking great. Like she's such a fucking good actress, but she's a stunner. So she gets pinholed into being pretty girl. And I think that happens like being big dumb bimbo with the big muscles and stuff, but they're really good actors. I think they could go on to do a lot of stuff if they just didn't pinhole themselves. Role presence. Maybe that's the word I was looking for. Yeah. John's going to be more backstage with WWE. Cool. I mean, he probably doesn't want to leave it. They're funny as fuck, right? Johnson is just completely on wit about everything. Same. Yeah, I mean, you watched Peacekeeper or whatever, right? That shit is so good. I really hope it's not canceled. And even not being big, they're both famous as fuck. They'll draw viewers just because they have fans. Exactly. And I'm sure I mean, you guys are agreeing with me right now. There's more people like us out there who are like, I don't care what muscles you have. You're funny. Your muscles aren't what we're laughing at or what we're enjoying, you know? Like, to each their own. I'm not judging muscles, but like, you can lose all that muscle weight and save your joints, and I'll still watch shit you're in because you're funny. Well, didn't she go through breast cancer and shit? Man, Christina Applegate's been through the ringer. Good on them for looking out for their health. I think they should keep acting without being jacked. I agree 100%. Yeah, don't just, I mean, it's the flip side is people starving themselves to stay thin for roles, going on diet pills, laxatives, etc., etc. You're destroying your body for like what? I think age teaches you that, like as you get older and whatever, like you realize that it doesn't matter how fat you are or skinny you are, like people aren't friends with you for the size of your body. They're not hanging out with you because of your muscles. And if they are, you should get new friends. Cause bitch, we gonna gain and lose weight. That's life. That's life. It does this all the time. What are you gonna do? Oh, she has MS? Fuck, that's sad. Oh, that's sad. Which one, Peril? Oh my god, Peacekeeper? Peacekeeper is one of my favorite shows that has come out in the past 10 years, easily. Oh my god, I wonder if he's not awake yet. Hold on, what time? Oh, he's not. His alarm just went off. I just want to show you the opening sequence to the show, because if that doesn't get you to watch it, I don't know what will. It's so fucking funny. So, if you don't know Peacekeeper, the concept of Peacekeeper is he's a superhero who will kill men, women, and children all in the name of peace. That's like the gimmick. His alarm goes off at 9:30. That's how I know when downloads are going to start. That's how I gauge my day. But this is like the opening credit sequence. Peacemaker, same difference, right? This is the opening. Oh, and his dad. What's his dad's superhero name? White something? White Power or something? His dad's a Nazi. So, like, the show is about Peacekeeper coming to terms with the fact that he is not a Nazi and he doesn't want to be an evil person. White Dragon, that's his dad's name. Yeah, thank you. His dad's played by a really good actor, too, that I'm just really bad names at. I could talk about this show all day. Let me just show you this opening sequence. And if this, again, if it doesn't get you to fucking watch the show, I don't know what will, because it's just genius. I was saying, Peacemaker in the comics was essentially nationalist, and they're definitely going a different route with that in the show, and I dig that a lot. It's a really, really good show, and it's just comedy. It's just fucking hilarious. It's so stupid, but that's the opening sequence to it. It's just that, and I love it so much because it's just silly. I was shocked. I did not have high hopes, and that show actually, like, it's really good. It's really good. Shockingly well done. I heard the second season will have a different intro, but along the same lines. I'm okay with that, honestly. Like, when you overplay it, it becomes not fun anymore. Like, what? Oh, I was watching something recently. What was it? And I was like, man, I really hope they have a new intro for this show, because the intro drives me crazy, and I can't remember what it was, though. Oh, Doom Patrol is so good. I've watched Doom Patrol multiple times. 3 times. Jane. That's all. Arcane. That was it, Knives. Yep. We're all hoping there's a new opening sequence to Arcane because that damn song is so fucking annoying. Yep. That one. Any chance have you seen the Gothic Baby Matt Hardy's Family? What? No. You can't overdo it. It loses its novelty if it becomes the sole idea of the identity of the show. Ident of the show. Yes. Yeah. 100%. Exactly. And it becomes not special anymore. Not funny. Good morning, Kozu. How are you? I hope you're doing well, Honeybean. My chat just did the double. Why? I have to reload. Sorry. That's so stupid. Kozu, I hope you're doing well, Honeybean. We're just, talking about superheroes, the usual. Where's my music? Don't die, internet. Or do. Or. Holy shit. Whoa! That was delayed. Got it. Oh my god. Same. I mean, the horror persist. That's life, though, right? That's our everyday. I'm trying to work on this thing where, like, I congratulate myself at the end of every day for just making it. Instead of beating myself up over the things I could have accomplished, I'm trying to, like, write down things I actually accomplish and being like, look what you've done. Instead of, like, sitting in bed at nighttime and having that existential anxiety attack, like, did I do enough? Did I do it? Are you proud of me, Jesus? Which is every fucking day, constantly. Oh my god, I get my water back today. I can't even tell you. I've never been more excited to do dishes in a sink in my life. And I've done Burning Man. I don't know what to tell you. I am so fucking thrilled. Literally, 1 p.m. today is the official. It's been 3 days since I caulked the fucker. And so tonight, I get to tear it out, and hopefully it's stuck. Same. Queens, do you find it works? Because I feel like it's helping. If anything, it's helping me. I don't want to use the word disassociate, but I don't know what else to use. It's helping me not sit there and hyper focus on all the things I could have done that day. And instead, I'm sitting there listing out like all the things I actually accomplished and being like, look what you did. You did use the day well. Whereas if I don't do that, I think I forget what I did all day for some reason. And when I go to bed, I'm like, I did fuck all. I did nothing. When obviously I did something, like all my laundry is folded, all the dishes are done, like the house is clean, like obviously things happened, but I'm just not registering these essential tasks. It's exactly positive reinforcement instead of ruminating, and ruminating does fuck all. What does that do? It just makes it so you can't sleep. Fuck Jesus. I don't want nothing like that, proud. I don't know that guy. I'm not here to impress. Oh, David, I can't even imagine. We had our hot water heater. Oh, God, that's happening to Rod right now. Go out winters. Tankless water heater that's on the outside of the house. Going days without hot water was the fucking worst. That's the only, like, saving grace is that I do have my bathtub. And so we only turned the water off in, like, half the house. So we are... I'm going to say me. I'm washing dishes in my bathtub. It's been a thrill, but at least we have hot water. Like, with no water is terrible. Like, the poor people suffering with the storm after effects right now, I just can't even imagine. Why is my chat doubling? Stop that. Tragic. If you want to save them for tomorrow, I can't get anything to load this week because Zach's downloading games all day, every day for demo week, so I'm kind of fucked. But tomorrow it's my fated Friday. I will unplug his computer. He can eat my ass. In the nicest way possible. It's my fated Friday. It's my one fucking day of the week. It's mine. Yeah, all week. It's just been like, I can barely even get Spotify to load. And it's just, I know everybody has a solution for it. None of them work. Trust me, I've tried everything in the world. But for some reason, if either one of us downloads a game, it fucks the other side of the house's internet. So if I download a game, his download will be 1. If he downloads a game, my download is 1. From 100. It's just the stupidest shit, and my internet company gives fuck all about it. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, it's fine, Knives. I do that all the time. Days of the week make no sense. Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah. I have to literally look at the day. I have no shit. Look at this. On my fucking desktop on my computer. This is the only reason I know what day of the week it is ever. I have rain meter, and this is a little rain meter thing that I put on my computer, and it literally has a fake post-it that says Thursday, October 17th, and has an analog alarm clock. If I didn't have those two things, I wouldn't know what fucking year it was. I got, that's it. That's the only fucking way. Right there. Otherwise, what are days? I think it's like a library or a desk. Yeah, it's like a desk. I think I looked for pictures of libraries. I like books. And it matched my clock. I just realized how pathetic it is to literally have a bookshelf directly behind me stacked with hundreds of books, and yet I still have to make my desktop background a bookshelf. I think I have a problem. It's fine. I really like books. I was actually looking for a new book to read last night. I need a loadable. Did I forget my grinder? Did I really? I think I left my grinder in my bedroom. I'm a mess today. Fuck! Oh well. No, it's in my bedroom. Part of the reason I've been putting my grinder in my fridge, or my bong in my fridge, is because I don't have any water, so I've been having to wash my bong in my bathtub, and bathtub water only gets so cold because who the fuck is taking ice cold showers? So like, after I fill it, I put it in the fridge so it's nice and ice cold. I know, dude, Jingles, I feel that way all the time. I was thinking about that last night. I'm like, it's like, I swear to God, yesterday I called and made the dog appointment for them to be groomed in 2 weeks, but it's in 3 days. Time is upsetting. Oh my God, Bobo, hard same. Isn't it the best? We suffer as one. Good morning, Glut. Just because it's called a brown eye doesn't mean you can see out of it. Because the bathroom water faucet is so low, I can barely get my bong under it. It's like a really shallow sink and like one of those tiny little necks that comes out. So really there's only like this much space between the faucet and the sink. I can't fit it. I get my water back today, so it's a non-factor. I get it back by tonight. I'm so excited to have my kitchen back, I can't even tell you. I'm so tired of eating out. Like, I'm really sick of eating out. We've been living out of takeout just because we have no kitchen and it's fucking driving me crazy. Smoking bathtub water, 100%. But also out of the fridge. So, your uterus has a breeding kink and is upset about it. Oh my God. She throws such a fit though. Like, who gets mad and just vomits blood? Who does that? Get over yourself. It's a stupid, like, it's one of those sinks where it's like a bowl on a fucking, like, looks like a Greek column pedestal. Instead of a sink, like, in a countertop, you know? So, like, I don't have any under counter storage because there is no counter in my bathroom. It's just like one of those stupid pedestal sinks. But there's not really room to put anything in there. My bathroom's really small. Literally getting so much takeout because there's just I have no kitchen and it's so hard to do dishes. I'm really tired of takeout. Is it bearded dragons or is it a horny toad? One of them cries blood. You're not wrong. I think there's something else that like sprays blood out of its eyes or something when it gets mad. Or maybe I'm thinking of the same animal. The kitchen sink doesn't matter. Because no shit, within a week, I know I've complained about this every day, but within 1 week, my dishwasher died, all the undersink plumbing went bad, and my faucet went bad, and then the sink fell through. Like, it was nothing connected at all. Like, none of this was connected events. It was just like, that 10% of my house decided to die. And so we had to replace everything, and so we had to replace the faucet, and I went and got a big faucet that is so it's like one of the Huge, like arch ones with a nice come off head thing that it's huge, so I can fit anything under it. It was literally Bobo. It was like hell. I mean, and so not only do I not like it was just the worst snowball of shit because my sink is dead, but I don't have a dishwasher either. My dishwasher's dead. And dishwasher's like $1,000. So that's fucked. So that's it's just been like. But I have to say, everything that went wrong, every time it happened, we called Roto-Rooter to have him come out just because we don't want to fuck around and like, I don't want to, bust a water pipe or turn shit off I shouldn't be touching or whatever. And Roto-Rooter's incredible. They come out and they assess everything for free. They give you a quote that you're not stuck to in it by any means. And then I'm not fucking when I tell you every Roto-Rooter that came out taught us how to do it ourselves. So like the last guy that came out for the sink falling through quoted us $1,400. And then sat there and drew us a diagram and taught me how to do it myself for $130. Fucking good guy Roto-Rooter. That word is hard for me to say, but that was just so nice of them. And he straight up said, he's like, I'm a people's plumber, not a company plumber. I'm like, you're the best person that's ever existed. Because why the fuck is this? It's labor. And I know it would have cost, you need to bring in another person because someone's got to like lift the sink up and someone's got to do the bead and everything. Like, so appreciated. It does a sprinkly. Cheers. There's a frog that gets pissed and pops its bones out of its skin. Okay, how do I not know about that animal glut? What? When I was with Chris and he came down to see me for work, our hotel room was more like an apartment. So it just got to a point where we'd get so sick of a meal allowance that we genuinely preferred cooking so much more by the end of the first week. 100%. That's how I feel. It's the feeling after vacation. I feel this way when I travel. Like, I love traveling and I love eating new foods and trying new foods, but there's a certain richness to, restaurant food and takeout food that after a couple days, I'm just like, I feel heavy and gross and disgusting and I want to just eat a salad in my bed or something. Yeah, David, it's the negative side to house owning is having to fix everything yourself. But there's also, and I'm sure you understand this, there's like a sense of sick accomplishment knowing that all of that shit went wrong. And after today, it's all going to be better. And I did it. Like there's something to that's pleasing. I don't know. It feels nice. Like I kind of want to just show everyone my sink. Oh shit! Chronicle, you have to tell me how they are. Hold on. I'm gonna try to play this bony frog. See if we can actually get something to... It's only a few seconds, so it should... It literally bones come out of its skin. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's only 30 seconds. It should be fine. Honestly, the hairy part's scarier. The hairy part is scarier. I have questions. Can the toes be broke back? Mountain? So what, like, after we've been threatened once, is it like a bumblebee and your stinger's just gone and you die? Or a honeybee, I mean? Good morning, Jackie. We've just learned about good morning, Pete. Can they go, do you just accept your broken bones now? They have to defend themselves from death. They don't want to croak.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Jesus fucking Christ. You're not wrong, but Jesus fucking Christ. God damn. I know, exactly. Bezabelli, thank you. How many times? How many times can it break its claws? I came into claws on hairy frogs. None of that. That sentence shouldn't be real. It was nice knowing, hey, I could go and get something expensive or I could cook us something nice and hearty that we can make to our own exact taste. Also, that message took far too long. I 100% understand what you mean, though. Yeah, I get it. It's retractable. It's a collagen node that breaks. Animals are so metal. So it is like Wolverine. It can retract them and then. Huh. That's a fun one. Yeah, I'm trying to think like we do nothing cool. When I get pissed, I just get a little sweaty and sometimes I cry. It wasn't just cooking for myself, it was cooking for someone I love, and I can't wait to go to Glasgow and relish in that again. That's literally the only time I really enjoy cooking. Yeet. I understand that. Like, back when I lived near family, I enjoyed cooking if it was like for a big event, like, you know, feeding a ton of people. That's fun, but just feeding myself, I think I'd starve to death. I know, Chronicle, you gotta tell me how you like the shoes. I'm excited for you. I hope they fit. We throw things, we're very good at that. Yeah. I don't know what I do. I don't get angry often. Like, I get angry, but not like physically mad. Oh, they're not. They're like weightlifting shoes. I don't run in the Fayus, if that wasn't clear. They're literally like, I think they're marketed to be like Japanese, like cross training shoes. They're for lifting and shit. Yeah. I've never run in them. I've walked cities across the globe in them. Like, they're incredibly hardy. They will stand the test of time when it comes to walking. Those things are intense. Yeah. I feel like, I'm trying to think, the last time I got really mad, I feel like I get really quiet. Usually when I'm mad, I get really quiet and I like have to go away and metabolize the mad. And then I break things or something. I do have a punching bag. Or I go running or something like that. But I think... But I really don't get, like, mad. I don't know. It seems like a waste of... I use up all my energy, so I don't really have the energy left to be mad about... Mad. We plot revenge, or arguably much more dangerous. Oh, I love that. I love that for you. Thank you. Oh, it is... What color is it? It's Maybelline New York. There's a price tag on the color. Of course there is. Wait, does it say it on the end? Oh my god. It does, but it's so small. Cedar? Okay. Literally says cedar, but it's color 188. It's pretty good. It's just like a cream lipstick, but it's pretty long lasting. It's not like one of those like gross paint on lipsticks that's long lasting, if that makes sense. You're very welcome. I know it's a really good... I like this lipstick. It's nice because I have a ton of like liquid lipsticks and stuff. I've shown you guys those ones. Like these, oh my god. If you're looking for a liquid lipstick, and I'm not saying this just to be classy, that is dick sucking proof, oh my god. This shit didn't come off after a hot shower. It's called Maybelline New York. I don't know why I have so much Maybelline. Not a big fan. Maybelline Vinyl. Superstay Vinyl Ink. Never comes off. You have to use like Pond's cold cream to get this shit off. I'm not kidding. I ate meals. Actually tried to suck a dick at some point because I was like, it has to come off at some point. It didn't. Maybelline Vinyl. Crazy. Shit lasts. Honestly, the sloppy... That's... Knives, you took the thoughts out of my head. Like, I wear, like, waterproof mascara, and this shit doesn't come off because I'm talking all day, and you guys make me cry when you make me laugh, and, like, I'm smoking a bong, and I don't want it. I don't want to be sitting here reapplying everything all day. I am not a high-maintenance person like that. But there's something hot about running mascara and smeary lipstick, right? There's a time and a place. It's just not every day. It's not hot all the time. Hot... Shout. Oh, well, yeah. Well, it's different if you're involving them in the cooking versus them just standing there in your way. Something touched my eyeball. Do you get super excited about stuff? Because I'm struggling with my med weed and I get overexcited stimmed and then get annoyed at myself because I'm getting too excited because it's all not 100%. But the person they had a look at my medical file was positive I would get it, but she didn't want to build. Oh, 100%. I think everybody gets that way. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm serious about that lipstick. That vinyl shit, I have to think thrice before I even put it on because it doesn't come off. Like, if you fuck up the line of your lip, you ain't wiping it off. That's the line of your lip now. That's how serious that vinyl shit is. It's wild. But it's really cool. I mean, I like long-lasting stuff. You guys know I like makeup. But what's nice about it is it's like a marker, kind of. It's not like a thick, gross paste. If that makes sense. So you see what I mean? It's more like an ink. This is never coming off my hand now, by the way. I'm going to live this way now. It's really thin, and look at that color payoff. Versus, like, every other long-lasting lipstick I've ever used tends to be, like, gunky, disgusting, and it, like, builds up on your lips and rolls. No. Bitch, you won't even feel it on your lips. I'm serious. I got out of the shower, just assuming all of my makeup would come off because I use a makeup remover and stuff. Get out of the shower and stuff and look in the mirror and literally had like a, huh, what the fuck? It's still there. You just don't, because it's like, it's that thin. You know what I mean? Once it dries down, it's stupid. I mean, I'm not sponsored. I'm just, if you need a long-lasting lipstick that is everything proof, that won't come off my hand once it dries. It's going to be there. It's just my life now. It's crazy. It's intense shit. It's perfect if you like to wear lipstick and you need an all-day wear that you can drink, eat, function, and you're like me, you're not going to be going to the bathroom and checking for butthole mouth. Like, I'm not. I'm just not high maintenance like that. The way I look in the morning, whatever turns out by evening, that's just the day. Like, I'm not that person. That shit will last. I'd put money on it. It's kind of scary how well it lasts. I only have 2, Carrie. They are wild, right? It is insane how long lasting they are. I don't know what they are, but wow. Never change. I couldn't if I wanted to. It's not tacky at all. No. Once it dries down, it's one of those, it's like, have you seen that video of Lady Gaga with her new vinyl lipstick? It's not that. But it does take a minute. Like when I put it on stream before and I literally had to do this for like a minute. But once it dries down, it's done. You just don't feel anything on yourself anymore. There's a video of Lady Gaga, like, putting on all of her makeup from her makeup line, Haas of Gaga or whatever. And she has a vinyl lipstick like this, but I'm not shitting you. They had to speed up the video because it was like 20 minutes of her going, waiting for it to dry. Who has the time? Who has the time? I love Gaga, but who has the time? Good morning, Rod. It's not tacky. I'm serious. I would never lie to you, Besmelly. It's everything proof. It's shocking. It is shocking. The only thing that I've found that gets it off is Pond's cold cream. Like the shit our nanas used to smear on their faces before bed. That's the only thing that breaks it down. It's crazy. I mean, you know what, Yeet? I have to say, samesies. That being said, I have never been a fan of Lady Gaga's makeup artist. I just don't. She's been working with the same person for years, and I feel like her makeup artist is stuck in the year 2001, but also just does not understand that Gaga has some of the most stunning natural bone structure in the existence of humankind. Stop smothering it in powder. Stop washing her out. They just eliminate all of her bone structure and make her look like an owl. Like just this flat face with these fucking like wings. And I'm tired. I love Gaga. Stop it. She deserves better. At this point, I'm like, Gaga's too nice to fire her fucking makeup artist or something. Dude, Bezbelly. Right? Like, I'm not sponsored by these people. I'm just like, I get really excited when I find a product that's legit. And I've tried a lot. Like, I've tried so many different long-lasting lipsticks and shit like that. Is it dry now? Yeah. Yeah. We're there. Almost there. I'm at 2 minutes. It's crazy. The bong, right? And that took, honestly, the way I find most of this shit is Reddit. I have to be honest with you. Like, literally, the majority of what I find is Reddit. I go to Google and I Google stuff, and I always end up into Reddit replies. There's so many people on Reddit that are just like you and I, who are just trying to find a good product. We don't want to go through the ringer. I don't want to try 50 million lipsticks. I don't want to try a bunch of stuff. Like, just tell me a good, I don't want a commercial trying to tell me it's a good product. I need a human being to be like, I did it, I wore it, this is a good product. I'm not being paid to tell you this, and I find it on Reddit all the time. It's the best. I dug my fingernail in. That's my fingernail smear. I really wanted, it's stuck. That's why it's under my fingernail now. That's a fingernail smear. Smile 2? Why are they making another Smile? Horror movies, what? Thank you. Okay, that's it. Her current MUA doesn't, since 2013, doesn't respect her face shape. That's it. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one that sees this, because Gaga has, some of the most astounding Italian bone structure. Like, her nose, her cheeks, everything. She's so fucking stunning. And she just gets washed out. And when I say she looks like an owl, they remove, by putting on all that face makeup and all the concealer and everything, they remove all of the natural contours of her face, and then they're not putting any of it back. And she just looks flat. And I'm like, what are you doing? Stop it. Stop it. What is wrong with this person? You have Gaga under your hands. What are you doing? Well, see, that's the crazy part. I try to find, I'm a big proponent of finding good shit at drugstore price. Like makeup and stuff. I don't do high end. I have, and therefore I know it's not worth it. Like, there is no high end mascara, no high end fucking longwear lipstick. There is no high end lip liner that is gonna do better than all the shit I use from drugstores. Everything that I love comes from drugstores. Pharmacies, whatever the fuck you want to call them, they're the best. They've been around longer than most luxury brands. They've perfected it. They know what the fuck they're doing, and you can get it for a decent price. Oh, it's better, really. I liked Smile 1. I was just curious, interesting. Oh, Born This Way era is my favorite. Born This Way is my favorite. I literally have an art book dedicated to it back there somewhere. Good morning, Lesney. How are you, love? Makeup dupes are everything. They are really, they've perfected all of it. So there's no point in buying this high-end shit. High-end is where you go for, skincare, I would say. If you have problem skin, or if you're worried about aging, which you shouldn't be, congratulations, you've made it. Any of that, that's where I would go, higher, but not, you guys know, I've shown you skin lotion that's $1,000 for 4 ounces. No, I don't even think it was 4 ounces. I think it was 2.24 ounces, and it was, $600. Nobody, and the reason it's that expensive, the lotion is saying to. It's so terrible, you can't make that up. No, it's sang to. The ingredients are played a recording of some positive notes. That's why it's so expensive. I can't make that up. The creator literally died, and they're still playing recordings of him singing to his lotion, to the lotion. It's insane. Her eyeliner was, my favorite, and it's from the Born This Way era, is the implants. Like when she would put those really delicate little implants that made a spike on her cheekbone, and the little bone spike on her shoulder, and the little bone spike on her collarbone. That shit was so finely done and so beautifully done. It looked real. Come the fuck on. That shit was just astounding. And now the prosthetics, yes. That era of that, and just it was accentuating all of her beautiful bone structure. I think that's why I loved it, because I'm a very round-faced, soft-featured person, And so I feel I always I love strong features, like a strong bony nose or strong cheekbones or any strong feature like that. I'm like, ooh, yeah. And they accentuated it, and I was like, yeah. It was so good. Anyone who buys that deserves to be ripped off. I kind of agree because it's insane. Like, but there are people who, I mean, to this day, and I'm sure some of us fall prey to it all the time. If it's more expensive, it's got to be better, right? This fucking lotion's getting serenaded. I can't even get a fucking date. I quit. To be fair, it's a recording of a dead guy's voice. So, all of my dicks are crossed for you, Lizney. They've been crossed for you every day. I literally think of you constantly. Like, I cannot imagine the stress you're going through right now just trying to find a house in this housing crisis right after graduating college. It's the definition of this era. And it's still going on. Like, how long ago did I graduate? What year did I graduate? I don't, 2012? But we all came out poor with $100,000 in debt, nowhere to live, nowhere to go, and there were no jobs. And it's like, how long ago was that and it's still happening? 12 years? It's just like, it's shameful. I think of you literally all the time. Seriously, my dicks are constantly crossed for you. I know, it's coming out tomorrow, isn't it, Glut? It's coming out for normal people tomorrow, and I'm really excited. I know, I'm really excited. It's Faded Friday. It's coming out for Faded Friday. My nipples are hard. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I'm so excited. Tara Savello, thank you, who I actually know absolutely smashed the Born This Way looks. Goddess, God, goddess, emperor, whatever they prefer. Whatever they prefer. Thank you, Glut. I'm really excited. I saw it was coming out. I think it was Vex told us last night or something in movie night that it's coming out. I'm fucking stoked. We're 2 months out from our eviction date. Thank the Lord for patient landladies. I mean, they seem like good people who legitimately do not want to leave you homeless. Right? Is that... And no one wants to house us because we're not married and have a dog. Can you just say you're married? Do people check marriage licenses? They're really nice turfs. That's a rough one to deal with. How? That sucks. That's a lot. Yeah, super rough when my housemate is trans. Yeah. Thank you. Like, that almost, I mean, and I'm not saying, but I'm saying, that sounds a lot like they're racist, but like, I'm really glad that they're not just kicking you on the street, and I'm grateful for them for that. How doth one logic? Man, that's... This is when I get mad. See what I'm saying? When I get mad, I get quiet. This is me mad. This is me mad. It just makes me mad. Like, it's just instantaneously like, you're housing a trans person and you still, like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Right? They're probably the nicest landlord type person I've experienced, but as people get the fuck out, and you gotta wonder. You gotta, like, they're second wave lesbian feminists. I unfortunately get it. Can you explain it to me? I don't understand how anyone who's been othered, such as the queer community, can other parts of the queer community, like you know what I'm trying to say out loud, right? Like, how can you consciously be other and continue to other I don't know how to say that, but you know what I mean, right? What do you call an honest daddy who's also a mommy? Transparent. Oh, that's beautiful. The wave of lesbian resistance was so anti-trans in many cis white spaces. Do you, is there like a foundational reason, or you know what I mean? Is it the strong lesbianism that they're like, because you were born a man, I don't care how you identify, you are never one of us? Is it like that? Them? Is it at its core man hate, assigned male at birth hate? So essentially, a group of lesbians are like, we hate babies with penises. It's just so hard for me because no baby chooses how they're born or what form they're born. We grow up and then we realize what form we're supposed to be, and thank fuck we live in a world where there's places where you can actually become who you're supposed to be. But like a baby, I mean, theoretically a group of adult women who are like, fuck babies with dicks. What? What did that baby do? What did that baby do but get shoved out of pussy? I don't know. It's weird to me, but I guess that's okay that it's weird to me. I don't ever want to understand any of that. Turf gays who pull up the ladder after getting their own societal acceptance is so yucky. It feels exactly, Max. It feels like the I paid off my student loan, so you have to as well. Like, you gotta suffer because I suffered. What the fuck? And then half of them are Christian, so you're like, wait, did Jesus suffer so I can suffer? Or did Jesus suffer for my sins so I don't have, like, I don't, which road are you taking here? Because it seems both. Kozo, that doesn't make sense to me. Imagine giving a fuck about other people's genitals you're not sleeping with. Imagine, that's where my brain goes, like, and this is me with all love, I don't give a fuck. Like, tell me how you want to be referred to. That's who you are to me. Are you kind? Are you a kind, good person? Because I don't think any of that has to do with your genitals or your fucking pronouns or your gender expression. That is just me respecting your gender expression. But, like, at your core, are you a good person? That's it. Period. Jesus suffered because you're evil. But now do I have to suffer with him? Also, people who conflate patriarchy with male. So there's probably a thread of men don't get to dominate our spaces here too. 100%, yes. That happens all the time. And then they make fun of the, like, not all men. And I hate when they do that because it isn't. I mean, arguably I'd go so far as to say all of my friends who present as male are very decent, awesome people who have never assaulted someone and don't feel the right to assault someone, and they want me to have rights to my uterus. And I know a lot of dudes. Like, hundreds. And I can't know every single one that's decent. That's impossible. So there's got to be more, right? Like, generalizing is so fucking cheap. When people generalize, it makes me think you're stupid. When you say all, all men, all blah, it just feels really ignorant to say that out loud. And as an adult, I feel like you should feel that. Have churchly preachers invest in the school system would be interesting to know. Ugh. Have you heard, is it Indiana's trying to do that right now? Indiana's using state funds to build private Christian schools. I think it's Indiana. It's one of those middle states. I can't remember which one. Correct me which one it is if you know what I'm talking about. We've come full circle to TERFs using transphobia to attack cis women. They've gone into full-on misogyny and hatred of cis women who are not feminine enough for their misogynistic standards. Those are the ones that, they have a name for me because I refuse to have children. Well, refuse in their eyes. I'm a childless woman with a uterus. There's a word for it though, and they hate, they hate me. I'm AMAB, and I want all of you to have all the rights I have to my junk. That sounds a lot worse than it should, you know what I mean? 100%, and I feel the same, American. Like, I feel very fortunate and blessed to have been born in the body I feel I identify with, but I completely empathize and sympathize and want people to be able to be in the body they feel they need to be in. Just because I got the right body does not mean that everybody did, you know? Not all men, if it were poison Skittles in a bowl, you're gonna eat a handful, or you're gonna take, oh, I hate that one, and take a handful before looking at any of them, right? I know! It sucks. TERFs cite the phallus as the location of power, and thus having a this is so stupid to read out loud, Lizzie. I can't believe you typed it. I'm so proud of you right now. Oh God. Thus, having a penis or not having a penis determines your position under androcentrism. Judith Butler references gender-critical author Kathleen Stock, whose argument for excluding trans women from women's spaces is to protect women from feeling unsafe if there's a penis in the room. I'm not going to laugh. However, this positions men as abusive as a class by virtue of their penises. Not only does this wrongfully align men with penis, but it reinforces a view that men are by nature threatening and abusive. Thus, the TERF logic understands androcentrism and gender ideology as conspirators, despite that their phallocentric ideology reinforces the power of masculinity over others. The argument that sex and gender transgressions are antithetical to liberation under androcentrism leaves no room for the suggestion that those transgressions are necessarily from the liberation of androcentrism, nor does the conflation with the penis and the power allow for its disruption. If a penis always grants you power, then disassociating the penis from oppressive gendered structures challenges it 100%. And does that make me powerful if I wear a penis? My Peter sense is tingling. It is. It's 100. You're 100% correct. It literally, it's putting the statement out there that having a penis means you're a threat. And it also synonymizes man with penis, which we all know is bullshit. I know at least this many men who don't have a penis. Still a man. And one of them's an asshole. Doesn't have a dick. Like, dick does not mean man. Uterus doesn't mean woman. Like, where did that even come from? Rod, technically, I think, yeah. Penis, of course, Rocket, seriously, it's penis discussion, always. Oh, I'll never change, always and forever. I'm saying they have flaccid strap-ons. I could just wear a dick and claim my power. Socrates, I totally would. I would pitch a tent everywhere. Fuck it, if that's what gives me my power, let's go. Let's all wear one. A penis gives you social power and has for thousands of years, but that doesn't mean we should reinforce that socially constructed nonsense, 100%. Yeah, if anything, it means we should challenge it. Repeating history has never been a good idea. Where does the irrationality come from? I mean, it sounds like it's a generalization of an instance. So it's like, it sounds like it's the same kind of people who say men can't be raped. You know what I mean? There's absolutely a population of human beings who straight up say men cannot be sexually assaulted because they're men and they like it. Or some shit. It sniffs of that same bullshit to me. Oh, bless you, Socrates. I appreciate you. I mean, I would be hot with a dick, let's be real. Tradition and power structures, somehow the most superficial things in life, yet also the most controlling. Isn't that weird? And we let it. Like, what happened for you to narrow your mind in such a way where any idea outside of what you think cannot be possible in any way unless it destroys your entire fabric of reality on that tortoise universe spewing shit down your throat? No shit, down your mouth, 100%. It literally is like, if your beliefs are so right, how are they so fragile? They seem brittle as fuck for being so correct. I guess. We should just distribute those ridiculous medieval cod pieces to everyone. 100%. We should bring those back in fashion, and then you can just, like, guess if I have a dick. I've got the power in this room, motherfucker. People who say that an erection is a sign of enjoyment are fucking morons. People are idiots. People are. We know this, though. That is, I mean, honestly, you're not wrong, Knives. It's pretty good. One of those theories that is it comes from the need to organize the household, and thus gender categories are considered essential to keeping capitalism chugging and people organized. Unfortunately, men decided that they were the gender and everyone else is non-man that must be subdued to this organization for this organization to work. 100%. Yeah. And it's we talk about this all the time though, Liz. You know that. Like, humans have the most annoying ability to categorize. And the less categories we have, the safer we feel. So, like, man, woman, pink, blue, no, yes, black, white, perfect, simple, 2 categories. Now I can focus on whatever else I want to hate in the world. And it just feels so ignorant to me to think you can categorize humans so simply. It's just not the way. You can't. At all. It's just not possible. Like, we talk about this all the time, like gender expression or sexuality. Like, none of us really have, like, a very defined, like, I am this, end of story. We're all just kind of like, well, I'm this now. But I don't know. What if I find a dick I want to suck? What if I find a butt I want to fuck? I don't know. Who knows? Like, life has lots of options for me in the future. But you know what I mean? There's some people who are like, this is the way it is, period, end of story, and I'm never changing, and I'm very solid in this. And those are the people I wonder, like, how brittle are you? The grown adults that truly think witnessing gay media will make children gay. How brittle do you believe your children are? I grew up on a lot of straight media, and I have eaten so much pussy. I cannot fucking tell you. I've practically drowned myself. We're not as brittle as you think. We are who we are, who we are, who we are, and it comes out no matter what. Regardless of how much straight cis fucking bullshit you shove down my throat. And I know a lot of people who have witnessed a lot of gay media and aren't gay. I don't understand how you can just openly be so stupid, out your mouth, and be cool with it. You're like, yeah, here's my dumb. What the fuck? When did it become cool to be stupid? Anybody, exactly, Rod, and that's the problem. The moment someone tries to argue that, you're like, are you kidding? That you've 100% missed the point. There is no argument here. There's no logistics. What the fuck? Turn gay on hot Disney princesses like the rest of us. 100%. Or Xena. I wake up with wood every morning. Has nothing to do with anything. If anything, dread that I woke up to this hellscape again. No shit, morning wood. This is actually what we think in medicine thus far is to prevent you from peeing your pants. That's why it's so hard to piss after you fuck. Because you're hard. The engorging constricts the ureter so that when you come, you don't piss at the same time. Women don't have that, which is how you get squirters, because that's pee. No shade. You do you, boo-boo, but it's piss. It's literally to keep you from pissing your pants. Take advantage of it if you want, but it's literally to keep you from pissing your pants. That's it. Pissing your pants is cool according to Adam Sandler. You just have to throw, what is it? Paper towels on it. This one's almost dry. I have 2. Oxygenation of the penis. Do penises need oxygenation? So I got a campaign text from a local GOP candidate. I replied with, fuck the GOP, and apparently fuck the GOP automatically unsubscribes you from the list. Good to know. I'll be using that. That's where the phrase taking the piss comes from. The morning wood goes away when you piss, deflating, or you taking the piss. Oh my God, there you go.
Now,
do your Kegels. I'm doing them right now.
I'm going to fuck you with Satan's cock.
Omarid, was it the video from TwitchCon? Where I tell everyone to... yeah. If you didn't know, I'm in love with Max's wife. And we were hanging out at TwitchCon, and she had a legit, like, old school hand video camera with, like, a mic and shit coming off of it. And she was going around videotaping, like, you know, videotaping, like, old school videotaping people at Twitch at the partner party. And they shoved it in my face, and I didn't even know it was recording. So I got, like, up in it like this with the night vision camera on it. And then they were like, this is recording. And I was like, wash your hands, kids. I'm so happy. How was it? Max, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving me some things. I fucking appreciate you. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways. And thank you. So are strap-on photos probably if it looks like a penis. I can't show anything that looks like a penis. I can't even show the Bad Dragon website, even though they look like dog dragon dicks. My penis isn't breathing. It requires mouth to mouth. Oh, that's something I'm gonna use. That's to get my dick sucked. That's phenomenal. A strap-on bong? Oh my god, put it in the Discord in the shenanigans. Then I can look at it. Boo, we have a Discord channel for those just wondering. We have a Discord channel called Hypothetical Shenanigans. And that's where we put all the weed things so that people can see weed stuff at work and not be in a channel on Discord that just says like marijuana, cannabis, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I got a weird note. Or not a note, like that fucking gift pop-up on Twitch keeps happening. And it takes up half of my goddamn screen. It's so weird. Sushi Whole Glory. I don't want someone touching my sushi. Well, Kitty, you are a respiratory therapist. That's why you're so good at bringing them back from the... Okay, but I've been told a couple times that this doesn't feel good. I'm just trying to bring it back. They're always here. They're asleep, though. Oh, you're on Graveyard? Dude, thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Oh, no shit. IVF going well. She's at 8 weeks. You can't see it, but I'm crossing my dicks. All of them for you, Rocket. I'm very excited. Go to sleep, though, you crazy nut. I love you and be safe. First, Twitch TOS, I believe, prohibits showing sex toys outside of sex education. And second, wouldn't penis to mouth basically be docking? I don't think you should blow up a penis. I wouldn't. Like, the whole concept of it being a blowjob has always been kind of conflagratory. It's been confusing. I wouldn't. I've never tried, but usually when my mouth's that close to a penis, I'm in for a good time, not a bad time. That honestly, yeah, like, can you listen to it? I don't know if it has a heartbeat. And then suddenly you're sucking dick. Yeah. Depends on where you do that, right under the, like, top or bottom. Not compression style. If I pushed hard enough to break a rib on any place around your dick, you would be unhappy. Oh, Socrates. I want to go on record saying I would suck your dick on command, Katie. Thank you. Don't blow up it. That's some part of him. He's snoring. I wouldn't put I mean, knives. Let's not even. People do that. I know, I've never, like, what is that? Is it because you're making a face like a donut? I've never understood why it's called a blowjob, because you're not blowing on a dick. Although I've read a lot of stories about girls that thought that's what you're supposed to do, so they were like... I wonder if you could, like... with the hole? I've read Reddit stories of girls that have, you know... I know, it sounds exactly like Haley. I know, I'm the same. It fucks me up. Pray for me dealing with a knuckle dragger. Oh. All of my prayers for you right now. I'm so sorry. The skin flute, if you will. The roots of the term blowjob began a bit earlier than this, however, in the 17th century, to be exact, when to blow meant to bring someone to orgasm. Now we have to find out why was bringing someone to orgasm, though. Like, there's always, because that, what? Did blow not mean a wind is a blowing? Or did wind blowing mean the same thing? I mean, people can come without even touching their own dicks. That's not hard to do. Oh my god, line up dicks. Oh my god. Of different girths and curves. And you just be like... Do I have volunteers? The problem would be the hip width, though, because how would you get all of those dicks together pan flute style? Like, they'd be so spread out. You'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'd be running between dicks. It wouldn't be very much of a song. Maybe you'd need a player for each dick. So, like, just one person on each dick, so you're just looking at each other like, ready, ladies? Okay. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be like all, I have to pee. I think about these things a lot. Thank you for participating in them with me. It's the movement between the hips. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd either have to be a dildo panpipe or you'd need multiple players, is what I'm saying. And then you'd have to be all on the same, like, that's a talent in itself. I'm gonna blow. And see, that makes sense for someone who ejaculates, but nothing comes out of a vagina when you know what I mean. Tell me when and where I will pay money. It's like playing the handbells, like bung, 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 bung. But, you know, I do this because if you've never looked at the tip of a penis, which that's okay, you do you, boo-boo, it looks like a little closed eye. It's the tiniest little vagina. And so you can just like beep, 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 and have little conversations with it, tell secrets. I don't know. Do what you want to do, boo-boo. With consent, obviously. Don't just start playing with penis holes. That's weird. Don't do that. Synchronized panis fluting. And like, I'm just trying to think of the logistics of it. So you know those sex pillows that are kind of like a pyramid? So you'd have the penis haver have their hips on that, so their hips are thrust forward. What if they started to get hard in the middle of the concert? So like you're like do 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 like because the constriction is just getting like higher and higher until everybody's like, what is happening? And everybody's like, with the penises. Or likewise, I mean, like the flip side of the coin, what if it's cold? So like all of a sudden it's, I don't know. What happens? Do we have some volunteers? Does anyone have a dick they can blow on? I need to know. Confessions into the pee hole to replace Catholic confession booths. I mean, they don't talk back. They hold secrets quite well. And honestly, if you talk too much, all they do is vomit. Penises, that is. I just want to rub a Q-tip in there. I know, that's what they do for sexual STD tests, Lizzie. So if there's no other reason to suit your willy when you're out there putting it in butts and fucks and whatnot, it's that if you don't do that and suddenly you have a burning sensation, I'm going to take a Q-tip this long and I'm going to shove it dry up your penis. Wear condoms. It feels bad. Seriously, Lizzie, have you seen those Q-tips? The ones that have the wooden handle and they're like that long? We get a sterile one out of a pack and just up as far as we can fucking go. It is nasty. Wear a condom. Wear a condom! Trust me, it makes me sweat too. I don't want to do it. I don't even have a dick. Applies for a job as an instrument tuner. I made an involuntary face. I'm sorry. Condoms are good for you. The world's overpopulated, and you don't want that Q-tip in your pee hole. If you remove the actual jewelry piece, could you play a pierced dick like a flute? I don't know if the hole stays open. Because anybody have a pierced dick? If you take the piercing out, does pee come out the piercing hole too? Because that would, but then like, so the only reason like a flute works is it's rigid and maintains that open airway. Whereas what we're doing with the, is we are maintaining the airway with our lungs, similar to like, what is that? A bagpipe. What is this? I don't know. I don't. I don't know. I have no clue what this. But like a bagpipe, we'd have to like fill. Oh my god! What if we could like, and then hold it closed, and then let it out like a balloon, like beep, 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 beep. And then we really don't have to work very hard. It'd be like every 5 seconds, you'd be like. Anybody got a dick they want to blow in? I need this for science. I have had a penis obsession since I was a child. Like, I have 3 older brothers, and we'd go camp. Like, anybody who has siblings, you're all naked all the time. Like, that's just kids. And we'd go camping and shit, and they could pee on trees, and I'm like, why can't I pee on a tree? I tried. It didn't work. I've always been fascinated and very jealous with dicks. Like, if you've ever seen, and not a flex or an exaggeration by any means, but if you've ever seen Superbad, one of the characters tells this story about how he had a lunchbox full of dick drawings as a child. That was me. To the point where my dad drew a dick in the dust on my Nana's back window of her Cadillac, and she drove around for 2 weeks before noticing it. She thought I did it, and went to her grave thinking so because my dad would not fess up. It was the saddest, like, rocket ship dick ever. I draw good dicks, like veins, foreskin, head, wrinkles, hairs, all of the above. Maybe even a freckle, who the fuck knows? It wasn't that. Always, though. I just love dicks. I don't know, they're great. They're pretty fantastic. But it's been my life. Just my whole life. Every vagina owner has tried to piss standing up. It's facts. Multiple times. We'll figure it out one day. Now they have the Shiwi, thank fuck. Yeah, gotta inflate those alveoli because every night when we go to bed, our lungs collapse. What up, Smelly Pete? How are you? I was there. Anyone else picturing the Green Ranger playing the dragon flute? Oh. You can, Ike. There's like, it's basically a matter of like pulling some skin around, but no matter what, in my personal opinion, wiping should be involved when a vagina is involved. Like, there's just no, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless you like spread eagle and you're holding your labias out and I still don't think. We don't produce a clean stream for the most part. I don't know how to explain that. So no matter what, I'm going to want some TP or something, or to walk around with my legs open and drip dry for like 50 minutes. I don't know. Like there's no clean, you know, like boys are a sprinkler. Girls are when the little metal piece hits the sprinkler, you know, and it's like, chick, 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 chick. We're the chick. I don't know how else to put that. It's like if you try to piss after sex. Like that, kind of. Just kind of, you know, that's why we sit. It's just better that way. Yeah, no matter what, you're getting piss on your fingers and probably some everywhere else, and you just... Do I have a Shiwi? Absolutely not, Rod. Simply because it is an $800 fine if you pee on the playa. There are porta potties everywhere. There is no excuse to piss on the playa, in my personal opinion. There are literally porta potties everywhere. Everywhere. And they're lit up by the top. Like, it's like a law, a rule, whatever. It's a thing on the playa where the tallest thing is going to be the porta potty light. So anywhere on the playa, you can see where the porta potties are. And they're always marked by a huge fucking pole with a bright blue light at the top. But it's the nastiest fucking fine. Get this, though. And I know some of y'all out there are going to be like, Katie, how could you? The only reason bathrooms, women's toilets to be specific, are dirty are because of the people who refuse to sit on the seat. I fucking cannot take it anymore. I'm so tired of these bitches who do the hover squat and spray piss all over the toilet seat And then they leave the toilets going, and that's why I hover squat. Did you see all the piss on that toilet? It's you. I've been using toilets my whole life and I have yet to get piss on the top of the seat while sitting on it. When's the last time you heard about someone getting a disease from a toilet seat? I'm so fucking tired of it. This fucking like, it's safer for me to piss like this. So there's piss on everything I have to sit on now. And you're claiming you're doing it because it's dirty. You're the one making it dirty, you fucking hippie. Ugh, disgusting. Ooh, this song? The Offering by Sleep Token. Oh my god, Highlander, if you've never heard Sleep Token, they're phenomenal. I fucking love Sleep Token. I got to see them live at Red Rocks this year and they were really good. What were you told by a flat earth Trumper? Oh, Lizzie, yeah, that's pretty bad. Rod, honestly, like, and I'm coming from a medical and a scientific standpoint. You know this, I know this. If we think about things logically, instead of just like, ew, porta potty, they stink. Think about things logically. Where do bacteria and viruses thrive? Where? Inside you. What is the environment inside people? And these are very simple questions. I'm not looking for deep answers. What's the environment inside of you? Wet and hot and oxygen rich. Now, what's the environment of a plastic toilet seat? No matter what, a plastic toilet seat, what's the environment? And this is literally just me breaking it down. It's dry. It's dry, it's non-porous, and it's in the dark. None of that is where oxygen-rich, wet, thriving, heat-loving bacteria and viruses thrive. Viruses can't live on a surface, so we know that. Viruses must have a host, which is you. So the only time you get a virus is from another human, right? We know that. Bacteria can only live in an aqueous environment, so a constantly wet, porous, humid environment, of which a plastic toilet seat built specifically to live in a porta potty is not. I've Googled it. There's not one guaranteed recorded case of someone getting something from a toilet seat in a porta potty in the United States of America in the last 75 years. And before that, we just don't have information because there were no porta potties. Like Honey Bucket didn't exist. But they're literally designed to not give people diseases on their butts. People create psychoses in their own head because, ew, porta potty, there's poop in there and it stinks and there's flies. Therefore, everything in it's dirty and it's all going to give me herpes. So I'm going to piss on the seat so the next bitch has to sit in it. You don't have to go to school for any of that to make sense. Like, all of that's just common sense. Like, a fish can't live on a toilet seat. If that doesn't, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So if that gives you any semblance of safety, you ain't getting it. You're not, people are where you get sick. People are gross. People pissing on the toilet seat because they think there's diseases on it and they hover piss, that's who you're getting a disease from. Not the toilet seat. That's why our pussies are so fucking good at cleaning. Same with the insides of penises. They're mucous membranes. They're incredible. Hepatitis C seems to live on nearly anything a long-ass time, but you have to get that into an open wound 100%. And hepatitis C is one of those freaky ones. That's what killed my dad. That's the scary shit. Like, that shit can sit hibernating in your body for like 30 years and then all of a sudden go active. That's a freaky one, but no shit. Someone would have to bleed enough. It's like being worried about getting hep C from a toilet seat is like being worried about getting AIDS from someone by giving them a kiss. If you don't see blood oozing out of their mouth from an active open wound, there's not a risk. You know what I mean? It's a similar. Thread. And then our neuroses lead us to be dirtier than we need to be. If people just literally use their mind and went, okay, it's a porta potty. I don't know anyone who's ever gotten sick from a porta potty. I can't find anything about anyone getting sick from a porta potty. Maybe I should just sit to piss. Instead, they make up these psychoses and then piss all over the porta potty, and now it's filthy. And now you've proved everyone's point that porta potties are dirty but it wasn't until you did it. You know what I mean? It like creates like a negative feedback loop. It's fucking annoying and it drives me crazy. I was all over Burning Man. Like, I literally, people leave the porta potty doors open so you can see them doing this. And I was just like, you know it's only dirty because of you, right? My piss doesn't mystically get up under my ass cheeks onto the toilet seat if I sit. That's not how pissing works. Oh, and please close the lid, my God. I seem to remember the experiments have been done that showed far more bacteria on a kitchen worktop than on the same person's toilet seat. Very much so, Sir Onlin. The dirtiest thing in your probable environment is either the bottom of your bag, backpack, or purse. That's what studies have proven, because you set those down on the floor in bathrooms where people are walking around with their shoes that God knows where that's been, and bathrooms do tend, like, bathrooms with running water are 10 times dirtier than a porta potty because aqueous environment. It's pretty gnarly. Toilet seats, like, they're designed not to be a porous material that can harbor bacteria and stuff, because why would you want that near your asshole where you're shitting? That's idiotic. No one wants that, so they're designed specifically not to do that. Yeah, it's leather. Anything leather, unfortunately, is going to be the dirtiest thing in your house because it's skin. It's porous, it's dead, nothing's protecting it, it's going to soak up anything it's on. The bottom of a purse is going to be the dirtiest thing ever in the world. You couldn't pay me to lick the bottom of someone's purse. Yeah, don't put your open wounds on the toilet seat. You'll be fine, right? You'd think that's common sense, though. You don't need a medical degree to know that. Like, I know none of you are idiots. And very few of you have any sort of medical training whatsoever, and you can put this together. Like, it has nothing to do with that. Except the floor, do not lick the floor. The floors are disgusting. That's due to people's shoes, though. Good God. God knows where their shoes have been. So, I mean, trouble, I just don't take my backpack off. It literally occurred to me years ago. I have my little backpack that's my little Jason backpack. It's my purse because I refuse to carry a purse. The best part about it is I can sit on a toilet and take a piss, and I never have to take my bag off. It's just on. You don't have to take a backpack off, but a purse you do. And then they end up on the bathroom floor and they're disgusting. Look at my creepy boy. Is it break time? Because I need to pee too. You're so cute. I know. He's the most patient boy. Every time I look at him, his tail wags. Who's a boy? Who's my good boy? Hi, Bubba. You are the most patient poodle. You really are. You're just the best. Did you have a good nap? Yeah, that was a good stretch. He just sits, and he will. I mean, if I look at him enough, he'll definitely jump, because he knows I have acknowledged him, but he's a pretty patient boy. You're just a good boy. Thank you. He's the sweetest boy. He's our baby boy. You're getting groomed in a couple days. I'm so excited. You have a look at this. Look at all that hair. I want to see your pretty eyes. You're so cute. That's true. I mean, mine's a tiny, it's like one of those tiny little backpacks that's basically a purse. It is. I mean, that's what it is. It's a tiny backpack. So I cheat with it. No, 100%. Understandable. I mean, the coat hook is where it's at. And honestly, material, like that like paracord nylon material that most backpacks are made out of is a lot more sanitary. But most handbags, purses, whatnot, put a leather base on purses on purpose because it makes them hardy so they won't break. But leather is very porous and it holds bacteria and disgusting water and mold and mildew really badly. I've told you guys the story from microbiology of someone's leather phone case. That was fucking gross. It's like a little box on your back, literally. Yeah, that's it. It's like this big. It's just big enough for my wallet and like to fit a book. You want to go outside? I have to pee. Oh, yeah. You'll go outside, go potty. Oh, gonna fight your sister instead? Hi, Bill. You want to go outside? Oh my God, he just slammed his head into my desk. Dogs are goofy fuckers. Okay, quick break, my dudes. First break of the day. Stand up, stretch your legs, load a bowl. I'm going to get my grinder and pee because I have to do both things. And put my hounds outside because they're losing their minds. My God. You guys good? I will be right back. Brr. It is chilly outside. Holy shit. Okay, game for the day is an old one, but I'm excited. I keep looking at this and wanting to wipe it off, but it's where we live now, so. On both? Both did it. I live like this now. Whoops. Thank you. There was a squirrel outside, so the dogs had to kill it, and I found my grinder. It was in my bed, so that's normal. Everyone sleeps with a grinder. So the movie. Ooh, I actually got some new strains, Lizzie, and I like them, but they stank. It is called. Is it this one? Yes, this one. Cindy Pine. And it smells very piney. Like pine sol, like pine trees. Pine trees. How much do I normally get? I usually get an ounce at a time. Because that's like the max, and then I just don't have to go back as often. But that's the Colorado state law, is that you can buy 1 ounce per transaction. That's their little rule. So I usually get an ounce at a time, and I usually try to mix it up and get, like, if they have, interesting strains, especially ones I've never tried before that aren't too expensive. But usually when you buy strains where they come in little 3.5 gram guys like this, they're more expensive simply because it's additional packaging. Like, this is half an ounce, but so is this. Like, the same amount of weed comes in these that comes in this bag. So this is always cheaper. I don't know. The packaging. It usually lasts me like 2 weeks-ish. Depends. It depends if I have a really bad cramps or if I have a really bad headache, I notice. Like, if I have a horrible migraine, I will smoke myself into oblivion. Or if I have really bad cramps, I will smoke myself into oblivion, and I know it goes by faster. But I think it lasts about 2 weeks. 2 ounces a month? Damn, Katie. I smoke a lot of pot. Yeah, Lizzie, you're doing good. You're good. You're good. I'd probably smoke more if I wasn't so lazy to go get it all the time. Just the fact that the items are priced to sell individually is the other factor. That's all what I assumed, Burp, honestly, because that's usually the way it is. It's always more expensive if it comes in multiples versus one bag, but it's the same shit. It just gets you. What's sex? I think it's what you do in porta potties when you stand and pee. Jackie, you smoke about the same amount as I do then. Yeah, like about 2 ounces a month. Ish. It's a fair amount. It's... That's what it is. I definitely don't sex. Ounce a month is what I smoked when it was illegal. And that was, a lot of it, again, was not necessarily laziness. I think it was rightfully so, but my dealer was literally an hour away from me. And when you're buying, I mean, this was only a few years back, but when you're buying in non-legal states, you still got to do that thing where you drive to your dealer's house and then sit for an hour and hang out, because you can't just have constant traffic in and out of a house. Otherwise, people know and they notice. So it'd take an hour to drive there, and then I'd have to sit for an hour, which is fine. I mean, it was fine. It was just like, it was a 3-hour event to go get an ounce of weed. So I fucking made that shit last. Also, I couldn't smoke on stream. So it was only during my breaks. So I was probably smoking a lot less then too. That is phenomenal to me, Lizzie. I mean, I cannot fathom making this last a month. It's a 3-hour tour. That's literally what it felt like every time I had to go pick up weed. It was Baltimore to Columbia, and it was just a pain in the ass. So I definitely, whereas now my dispensary's a mile down the road. I could walk. Yeah. You would get it in the post. Shut up. Oh, Lizzie, you're so lucky. It's maybe that's a thing in the US. Is that just a US thing? Where when you go it's not even spoken. It's unspoken. Like this is the way it has always been. You drive to your dealer's house, you go inside, and then you hang out for a while. And it's just you don't rush. You don't rush your dealer. You don't rush because it's just if there's constant traffic in and out of a house like that and it smells like pot and it's an illegal state, they'll call cops. They'll start it's like reason to search you or whatever. I know. Thank fuck for Maryland, my God. What up, VR? How are you? Good morning. Good morning, Kato. How are you, love? How are you feeling? How is your neck and back? I was literally just going to change category. We're about to jump into a game. So this game is pretty old, but I've been told by many people it's super fucking scary. I got to figure out which one it is though, because there's a lot of them. So it's Backrooms 1998, which sounds like such a weird title, but I've heard it's fucking horrific. Like it's the shit that scares me. And I already had it downloaded, so I figured it was perfect. I go to my guy's work. He comes to my car. Oh, that's nice. If I go to his house, we meet on the back porch, and I'm there less than 5 minutes. Oh, that's so nice. You have to always smoke a joint with them and sit there on a silly mattress on the floor and look at their 60-inch TV screens with the same. Oh my God, it was fishing TV. I'm not kidding you, Lizzie. Fishing TV or golf TV. That's how stoned my dealer was. Fishing or golf TV. That's what was on. Good morning, Worsty. How are you? Backrooms is where all the back. I want to keep. I literally have called it backshots so many times. I can't stop calling it backshots. It's not called backshots, but I'm sure I'm going to call it that a bunch. Client was wrong and didn't do the full process. Of course. Of course they didn't. You told her about the nimnams? Shut up. Oh, that makes me happy. Please, seriously, if my Nana knew that people were carrying on nimnams, she would be warmed. Like that's definitely like a very... Cheers. Dude, right? And I golf. That's the killer. I love golfing. But watching it? I've never been that high. They're all in 8-packs. Oh, that sucks. I know. I'm so excited for Arcane Season 2. This song's so pretty, though. Sting is incredible. No. Golf. I don't want to watch people fish, either. Like, you watch golf to nap. No shit. He did dabs. Maybe that was the level of high he was. This song is really gorgeous if you've never heard this song. It's heartbreaking, but it's beautiful. That violin. I wish I could play a string instrument. Nature of the beast was sport. Just wish it was not the case and want to bitch. No, you're allowed to bitch. That's all we do all day. Everything is the nature of the job or the nature of the case. It doesn't minimize the fact that we're annoyed. We have to be able to vent. Can you imagine a world or friends you're not allowed to vent around? Fuck that. That's not a friend. He's probably watching a whole other sport. That's what I'm saying. Space golf. He's on Rainbow Road up here. I judge hard when I watch golf. Same as like 600-pound life. I'll sit there with a bag of chips and throw crumbs at the TV saying, put the hamburger down. I know, it's so bad. Televised Sky. Oh my God. Saronlin, though. You are not wrong. Can you imagine, Rod? That'd be cool. Golf is fun, but I don't even know if it's the sport. It's just like walking around in nature. I don't think I've ever really kept score very much. It's fun to do. Slap balls. I don't know. I was on a golf team in high school. Yeah, I'm that level of cool. Anyways, enough faffing. Scary game. I was told this game's very scary. It's called The Backrooms 1998. I don't know. That's all I've got. I guess we're in for it. If it sucks, we'll play something else. I gotta do audio. I gotta round my audio like a bitch. Motherfucking cock-ass piece of... I'll kill you in your sleep. Please just let me route the audio so they can hear things. Please let me... I don't even know if there's anything to hear in this game, to be honest. It looks scary. Then this... I was more scared playing Last of Us, my dudes. It's for... I mean, it's for people who aren't experienced. We're experienced. We... Yeah, you just walk around until you find your way out. I've got more horror games than that. This is a disturbing horror game. Play at your own risk. I just got that warning on it, so... I mean, that was one of the most perfect games I've ever played. Why does it sometimes just let me exit? I have no mouse. Is this part of this game? Being stuck in it forever? Okay. Just gonna force close it because I can't even use the menu. We are experienced in the ways of big rooms with buzzing fluorescent lighting. No shit. I'm more scared by filing my taxes next year. Dude, very few things in life are scarier than that, but I feel that. Spiritual. Stop that. All right. Hair in my mouth. Let's look at the horror games. What have we got here? What have we got that's better? We can do better than this. What have we... These are just horror games in general, not necessarily things I haven't played yet. Played... We tried that, I think. Or did we? No, that was when we decided was meh. That one didn't... Oh, we could try Slay the Princess. I'm gonna write... I have a list. Actually, I already wrote all these down. Where is it? Where is me list? There it is. So, and look at that. Slay the Princess is right next to Backrooms. Backshots would have been better. It's all reading. Okay, I'll save that for a day where my voice doesn't suck. Backrooms, boo. What else do we have on here? We have Slay the Princess, Pathologic 2, God's Basement. Lots of question marks on that. I don't know why I have lots of question marks. The Dark Occult, Narcosis, Detention, which is apparently Japanese horror, Through the Woods, Nordic horror, Kolat, Russian horror, Pine View Drive, no idea. We've got... We played Last of Us. Good job, Katie. Mortuary Assistant, Visage? Visage? Visage. Visage? We played Indica. That's that one. The Backrooms played it. Okay, so there's a game called, that's this one right here, The Chant. And apparently it's described as Silent Hill Resident Evil Baby. If anyone's played that, let me know. Scorn is supposed to be fucking amazing, mostly for the visuals. It's like gore, what is it, body horror or whatever? Not body porn, body horror. Rod, we talked about Scorn, and I am gonna play Scorn because it looks amazing. I don't care about the gameplay. I'm gonna put it on the easiest difficulty possible and just play it for the body horror. Like, I'm not gonna play it for good, like, game anything. I just don't care about any of that. I just want to see it. And if it's so fucking intolerable, at least we've seen it. We can quit. We don't have to play it. It's a walk through a steel museum. Really? Oh, it's an H.R. Geiger museum with some interaction. I mean, that could be cool for 5 minutes, though. It's an option. I have lots. Don't worry. It's just an option. It's in there. But it looks cool. I mean, it looks awesome. I hate the puzzles, the combat. I hate everything about that. And I don't want to do any of that. I just want to see the art. It's just a lot of slow walking. Boo. I mean, it looks really neat. I don't know. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know. We'll keep it on the back burner. What else did I have? So we had Scorn, Tormented Souls. What is Tormented Souls? Do we see Tormented Souls? Tormented Nanted Souls. What are you? Who are you? Whomst. Because if we can find something we haven't experienced before, that'd be cool. What else did I have? Stasis. That's one I haven't played yet. This was the worst game. We wasted 2 days on that last year. I'll never forget. It was so bad, I still remember it this year. Inscription was amazing. Where are you? What is it? Visage? This guy. What's Visage? Visage. Game. We can't play those on stream. The Lust from Beyond. Hold on, I'm going to circle. I'm going to highlight it, actually. Where's me highlighter? Highlighter, where are you? Work. I love me some porn. Don't get me wrong. Twitch hates it. Okay, so... Visage, where are you? I wrote that down, didn't I? Didn't I just say it out loud? Yeah, there it is. Finish! I even wrote finish next to it, Knives. I'm a moron. Okay. Hopefully we'll still have a save game. I don't know. They were releasing Visage by chapter. Oh my god, I bet that's what it was. I was gonna say we probably would start over anyways, because I don't remember, like, specifics about it. But I bet that's what it was. Twitch hates nipples. They're asses about it. The one that I was looking for, Stasis. I haven't played Stasis, I don't think. Is it horror? I think it is. Is it older? Oh, Stasis. I don't know what it looks like. I probably rolled over it, didn't I? I could just search for it. Wow. Wait, how the fuck came? Stasis. What are you? Oh, I think this was like a not shittier, but less promising version of Visage. So I'm just gonna keep down Visage. Done it. Little Misfortune. Dark Pictures. Done it. Remnant. What is that? We did it. Doesn't look scary. You don't look scary. Blackout Club. I think that's like some multiplayer. Did I write down Cursed Forest? I just have played a million shooters, and I play a lot of shooters. So it's like, if it's not like an original concept on a shooter or whatever for something, then I'm not going to waste our time on it. I don't think I had the Cursed Forest written down. That must have looked lame. Is Catherine considered horror? Huh. Wouldn't have guessed that. Okay, what else do I have done? I have After Party, Beast Inside. Didn't I play Beast Inside? Could have swore I played it on something else. Yeah, this came out like 5 years ago. Isn't that like a game you can play with other people or something? Do you know what? I do the same. I seriously, like, never think to take my phone out. Because I see Dan and I just get excited to hang out with Dan. And I don't think, like, I better take a picture with Dan. And then when I leave, I'm like, oh my fucking god, I should have taken a picture. Why am I like this? DayZ games? Oh, they're so not. The DayZ games are essentially an Arma skin. It's literally one of those games where you pick either classically male or female body, and then they drop you into the world naked in a parachute, and then you just start looting and shooting, and the zombies are just, like, mindless. I lived on that game, don't get me wrong, because it was one of those games that was like... I'm trying to think, what's the one that came out that everybody was playing for a while? PUBG? It was similar to PUBG, but there were zombies, and it was open world, so you'd be dropped into a server, and you were literally dropped naked. Like, you had a bra and panties on, and you had to start looting houses as fast as possible to get stuff. And there'd already be other people in the world, and I would play with a group of guys that I went to school with in college, and I would run down into a town with my voice comms on, and be like, hey, can anyone help me? I'm alone, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm, like, totally new. And then people would, like, creep out from behind buildings and be like, hey, are you armed? You got it? And I'd be like, no, I don't know what I'm doing. And then my friends would snipe them all dead. It's one of those. I had a lot of fun, but it's not scary, and it's kind of like whammons, though, right?
It was the best. It was the best.
It was the best. I played a lot of DayZ back in the day. It was like, that was before I streamed. I don't even think I've ever streamed it. Vampire I played. Forest, Lobotomy, Ghost of a Tale. That's not scary. Subnautica is scary, but we've played it. That was very lame, but we beat it at least. What have we? What's Darkwood? Looks like we tried it and it wasn't scary. 8 hours came. Perception we tried wasn't scary. Friday the 13th, very sadly not scary. Outlast already played it. What Remains of Edith Finch, such fucking good games. Played it. I don't know what Late Shift is. What the fuck? Is that one of the... Oh my god, absolutely not. I couldn't do it. I can't. I think I played this. This was kind of scary, wasn't it? But we also bowed out because it was another, like, walking simulator. $188's the actual lipstick. I mean, check this shit, though. Like, that's exact... Mine says 188. It does kind of look brown. It's like, I would say it's brown with a berry undertone. That's it before it wears off. Hold on, I'll reapply. No shit. Bendy, it was okay, right? I remember there were like scary parts. It was like a scary, oh god, goofy, kinda. Cause no shit, when you remember when I was reading the title earlier, I was like, cedar, question mark? That's actually what it's called. I just don't understand why cedar. But you see how when you put it on, it's kind of like a berry brown. Yeah. Goes on a completely different shade. And I kind of rub it out a little because I don't like it as thick. But yeah, it's not brown. It's got a brown tone, but I'd say a berry brown. That's just compared to that vinyl shit. It's like a berry color, kind of. I don't know. I'm not good at the color descriptions, but it's kind of a berry brown. It's not brown, though, I promise you. Just, this is true to... My lighting and stuff is set up. You're seeing actually the color things are. I promise you. It's not, like, edited or anything. What would be the word? Yeah, I don't have a filter on. That's the word. I didn't realize it had come off so much. Pretty, right? I know. Again, the color I found on Reddit. Like, I wouldn't have trusted the name or the color to it either. I found it on Reddit. Boom. Is it even? A little bit. I have a lopsided mouth, so I have to make one side a little bit taller. It's pretty, right? I know. It is a good shade. It is. I think it's a shade that really would work on a lot of people. I go to Reddit and look for shades like this because I have kind of weird white girl skin, I guess. I have like olive toned skin, and so a lot of colors don't work well on my skin because I have green undertones. But this color does. It's a good one. But it's not the long lasting shit. I mean, it's still long lasting, but not the shit. Reddit's a dangerous place. You go in looking for Stardew tips and tricks and come out on the other side looking at infected nipple piercings. You are not wrong. I have seen some very fucked up shit due to Reddit. And I didn't go there for the fucked up shit. I just, I ended up there. We played Bendy. It was okay. I just didn't find it as scary as it should have been. And again, it was one of those where it was like things changing behind you, I guess, popping their heads around corners and stuff. And I was like, this scared me a while ago. But now, again, I'm too desensitized. That's all it is. That is not horror. The fuck? What's the bunker? Who's that? Nope, that's one. Oh, that we just looked at that. That's one of those FMV, not FMV. What are those called? Where it's like a movie of real people, kind of. I have After Party. What is After Party? Did we scroll past After Party? I feel like I saw After Party. Maybe I'm a nut. I am. We'll just keep scrolling. Anyways, Pony Island was fucking wild. We played that one. The Isle. Is that? Oh, we played that. The Park. That's a good game. I really liked that game. It's very, very short, but it's very... FMV. Is that what it's called? Yeah, they're like a movie kind of. Full motion video. Thank you. That's what they are. I did have it right. Thank you. It's rare. It happens. Soma we played. That was amazing. What is Dungeon Nightmares? That looks like something horror-y. Stasis. That's one's definitely on our list. That's a tiny game. I'm just going to install it and have it there anyways. Zombie? Is that... Nope. Don't care. Colat. This is one I had on my list. I don't know. It looked, I guess, like... I think it was like Rush. I think I dove in too fast. It was like starting out drugs, but I went straight to heroin. You know what I mean? I just want to be creeped out. Betrayer? What is that? That looks odd. No clue. We've played Outlast. Amazing. Loved Out. You gifted me a game? Bitch, it didn't even pop up. The fuck is that? The Summer of 58. In the summer of 2008, the main character, at the request of followers, goes to Russia to explore the abandoned camp Yunost. Locals say that this place is inhabited by... Oh yeah, we should play that. No shit. This is one of my favorite horror games the last few years, and it's only 2 or 3 hours long. That would be perfect for today. Can I install it right now? Did I not accept it? Did I just not accept it into my library? Hello? Okay. I'm going to try to install that game. We're going to try to play Rod's favorite game because he just gifted it to me, but I have to restart my Steam because it's being a douche. I know. Usually it gives you that page where it's like, install the content you just accepted. And this one's like, no, I'm just going to throw you back in your library. Good luck. Good luck, bitch. What was it called? I already forgot the name of it, but I just wanted to go install it. What is it called? I'm just going to search. Fucking Steam is such a douchebag. Summer. Thank you. I knew it was something. The summer of 58. Oh, yeah. It's super, super small. We should be able to install this in a few moments. Hell yeah. That'd be perfect. Thank you, Rod. Thank you for the gifted game. Rod is like me in that he's a complete junkie for horror. Everything horror. He's one of the few people in this world I can confidently put money down. He has watched infinitely more horror than I have and experienced more. He literally has a podcast called Murder Moose that is all about horror. So I trust him when he says it's a decent game. It probably is. I'm excited. I have to pee already, so quick break. The game will literally probably already be done downloading by the time I get back. But Summer 58, what is it? Yeah, it's already... Oh, I guess there's a little... Is it gonna... You know what? Let's just go in blind. I don't want to see a trailer. I don't want to see a trailer. I just want to go in blind. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Visage is... Wait, was Visage? Maybe I can download that one too, actually, because that would be a good one. I'd like to start the Visage at the beginning of a day just because I think it's longer. Actually, it's exactly the same size. I should just install it. It's literally not that big at all. How long is it? I want to look that up. Visage. How long is game Visage? It's about 9 hours, so that'd probably be a good one to start on Saturday. And maybe do a Saturday, Sunday of Visage, just because it's longer. Giggity, that's what she said. Murder Moose. Murder Moose. Literally Murder Moose. And he has a podcast with Kins and he has special guests and stuff on there. And they talk about horror movies every week. I've been on it. I was a guest on it once. We talked about what is it, Megan? Was that the one with the creepy little... Welcome back, Fiona! How are you, love? Rod just gifted me his favorite horror game. I'm excited we're installing it. I hope you're doing okay, honey bean. Oh, was it just that we literally went and saw Megan that weekend or something? I feel like we did. Megan was really close to when I was on your podcast. We definitely mentioned it. Okay, that was it. I rewatched The Menu recently. That movie is really good, but it always makes me want a dank ass cheeseburger every fucking time. You're home. Did your kitties miss you? Megan, the creepy doll with the dance shit. That was a good one. I liked that. It was scary. Dolls scare me. That shit's scary. I'm more scared of a doll with like a personality that can talk to me than like a doll just like peeking out from behind a corner and not having a head or whatever. They're meh. I just don't have the fear bone in me anymore. I don't know why. I want to be scared. I expected cheesy too, and it was good. The girl who plays like the creator, she's a really good actress. I feel like she's very underrated. Really? I liked it. I don't even remember how it ended, to be honest. I think I was just entertained by the concept of it and her weird little Megan dance. Dolls freak me out though, like just base mode, so that probably helped. If you're not just afraid of dolls in general, that probably wasn't scary. No, 100%. Knives. You're one of those people I would say who has watched more horror than me. Like, there's very few, but you're out there. You've watched a lot, and I get that. I'm judgy about my horror too. Like, I've just watched so much, and I know this is it's like unique-ish, but I have, the medical background where it's like, you can't create anything scarier than what I've seen. I know you can't. I've never seen it. Nobody's done it. Someday it might when a nurse becomes a creative director in a movie, but like until then, you can't. No one, and even if they could, they're not doing it. I don't know why. They refuse. The things that are real are much scarier than the things they present to us in movies, is all I'm going to say. One of my cats ran and hid when I got home last night, so 3 weeks in the length of time it took for that sloot to forget me. What a slut. You know what? She's probably been living on your desk or something, and that's why. No, Martha is dead? I don't think so. Hold on. I think I'd remember a game like that. Hold on, I'm going to look it up. Martha. Martha May who? Ew. No, but this looks cool. I'm going to add that to my wish list and keep an eye on it because I bet that goes on sale sometime this month, considering it's scary month. Uncancel one of our scrapped Arturo high-speed rail projects. Is that good? Gore doesn't really get me either. It doesn't really scare me. Same. A lot of trigger warnings in it. Oh, good. Oh, Tragedies of War, literally in the title. That's probably good to know. I'll keep an eye on it. The mouthwashing also looks very scary. I don't know if anybody's seen anything about the mouthwashing, but that one looks fucking horrible. Oh, really? Martha's Dead, one of the few games we bailed on. It's shock for shock. Yeah, I don't want... Not my jam. That's kind of how I felt. It's like cheap jump scares. That's kind of how I felt in that last game we were playing. Like, it could be scary. Like, if one of those things peeking out behind the wall, instead of going back behind the wall, came out, and then just slowly walked towards me, never blinking. That would make me shit my eyes. That's right. Shit my eyes. I'll let you figure out whether that's I'm shitting out my eye sockets or my eyes came out my butt. Nobody knows. That would scare me more than the shit. I'm just over that. It doesn't get me anymore. Oh, I know. I have to pee. Thank you. No, you're right. It is go piss girl time. Quick break. Go piss girl. The game's already halfway done. It's going to be done by the time I get back. And then we're going to dive into Rodney Johnston's favorite game of the last couple of years. Favorite horror game, which I'm excited for. Yeah, it's cheap stuff. Yeah. Dan just shut off and said, nah, fuck that. That's unnecessary. Dan and I are so similar. It freaks me out sometimes. We did have very similar growing up styles, though. Like middle of the woods, scary, religious, crazy people. That kind of shit. Okay. Quick break, and then we'll try a different game. And I doubt this one will suck. I'd say if it sucks, we'll quit, but I doubt it because Rod has good taste. BRB, stretch your dicks, load a bowl, do what you need to do. I'm going to pee and wash my hands. You do the same. Pee after sex. I don't know.